Well, what I am going to tell you, it's gonna be super, super strange, but I hated video games. So I remember back then when I was little, my brother was really addicted to video games, and I really have absolutely no clue why that video game is so addictive. Currently, I work as a content creator, and the content I create is around games. So I'm gonna tell you why I am here where I am right now and what's happening, why I don't like video games when I was little.
It's story time!
Well, I was setting up my space and I started thinking about like how people like video games, right? Because if I'm thinking of myself when I was little and sitting here right now and create content about video games and so on, it's almost seemed like it's impossible for me. But there are some stuff that I kind of noticed what shifted my direction and my interest into video games. First of all, back then when I was little, my brother really have a lot of access to like video game. I remember back then the generation where he do video game. It's mostly like a I don't know a Super Mario kind of game, you know, where you do like a side view or any other attack kind of game, but really not my favorite. I used to sit there watching my brother playing video games, of course remembering that I wanted to play video games with him, but the moment I start, 2 minutes after I lost interest, it even irritates me, give me headache, cause me nausea, I wanted to puke. I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me. I kind of have a little look into that, and I think that's also sort of a point where, you know, I started and I didn't start off well, and then I started, you know, playing video games with my other half because he's starting a video games company. I think we started playing like Fortnite for the very first time ever. I say that it's not that bad. And for Asian, the word it's not that bad, it's meant a lot. Especially when you hated it and now that you like it, it's quite something. I was just thinking of with myself, like, why do I hate video games back then? Like, what's the point? Like, why does it not caught my interest? And I found some of the clues of why it doesn't interest me back then. The reason is that each and everyone have their own interest in the genre of the games, and I'm not that person who like doing research like what types of games suits me best and so on, right? Like if it's a video game, it's a video game. Like you're supposed to play it and you're supposed to enjoy it. If your first experience is not too good, then you don't want to really try it anymore, right? Easy point of view or easy example for you is that my brother like kind of hack and slash kind of games, you know, like top down view or like side view, basically like all those killing repetitive kind of game in like 90s. These are kind of games that started to be popular, and 3D games just started to introduce, which the graphic back then is not as good as nowadays, if I have to say, but it's been evolving, right? Back then it was super good. Probably I live in the future, those were not my thing. I remember also my brother wanted me to be like a girl gamer because he have a vision of that, oh, if you're a gamer and if you're a girl, that would be something really nice. He have that vision of me, and it was not too long ago, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. He said it out loud that he wanted me to be like a girl gamer. I remember he introduced me to games, like video games. First of all was like Dota 2 or something. Oh my, do I have to say that after 2 minutes I was like, brother, that's not me. But again, I do enjoy watching him play. And then it started to get a little bit more interesting where Assassin's Creed getting like graphics is super nice. So, you know, the generation of Assassin's Creed, I was impressed. My brother was playing it a lot. So obviously, I was interested in it a bit, but if you ask me to like, do I fight for it? Nah, not really. I wish so much that we could share some time playing video games together now that I think about it, but unfortunately it doesn't happen. A year or 2 years ago, I started watching constantly a gameplay, like a gameplay walkthrough, and it's more like a third-person view types of game or a first-person view kind of game. Either you're that character or either you're looking at that character. I remember I watched mostly Holo playing video game. He's like doing all these horror game, and I do somehow really enjoy watching horror game. It's give me kind of a thrill. If there is like anticipation, you anticipate with the player. If there is like a jump scare, you get jump scared with the player and so on. So I like this, and I've been watching it for like 2 years or something. Times to time, Hollow, he also do normal kind of game and not a horror game. For instance, if I have to point out one game from Asobo, it's called Plague Tale. My brother even get that game for his PS5 as well. Then I started thinking of myself, why don't I try to play like horror game as well? Probably it interests me, it excites me, you know, take my mind off of work and just relax by doing this. Somehow in Fortnite they have the Fortnite Creative, which if you know Fortnite, probably you're well known or well aware of like battle royals and kind of stuff, right? Shooting games and so on. Again, not my interest, but since the Fortnite Creative come out, the creative map is very creative. I don't know if that saying is a saying, but the creative map is really nice. I have few creator in there that really excites me whenever they push the games out. And the good thing about games in Fortnite, it's not the game that you have to play for days to complete something. So I was thinking to myself, if I play this game anyway and I like to do it anyway, then why don't I start it like a channel and so on. So this is how I ended up right now as a content creator, and I do review a majority of horror map in Fortnite Creative. Basically, I think that sometimes it's just not for you. Certain type of game, certain type of genre is not part of your liking. If you explore enough, I'm pretty sure there's a game out there that suits you. From now on, I'm gonna share content with you mostly around horror game, horror maps, and all other excited updates that are coming out from all the other creator, and I hope you enjoy it as well. I hope you support me on my journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.